Hello guys, welcome to Talking News. Chasing a murder. I am here with a new story now. Guys, this is a very new story for me. I actually just researched it in probably 3 hours. So, we have this story. It's on Suzanne Moorphew. It's coming out of Colorado, and she's just a 49-year-old woman, a mother of 2, and she's married to a firefighter named Barry Moorphew. So her story begins on Mother's Day, guys, this year. So May 10th of 2020, it appears that she was alone on Mother's Day and she decided to go out for a bike ride, which is something she seems to do quite often. Although we are still waiting on, more of her background to be sure. I found this picture of her with her bike helmet on. I've heard that she likes to go bike riding, and there's some trails nearby her home in the area of County Road 225 and West Highway 50 west of Maysville, Colorado. So as you can see right here, one of the trails, they end at a creek, and it's a little bit of a distance, and then you see there's other trails that really lead off into the deep isolation of the very rough terrain in that area. So right now we have heard several different stories as how investigators were notified as she was missing. Seems that a neighbor actually contacted the Chaffee County Sheriff's Department, told her, something was suspicious. She hadn't returned home. There's a few rumors that her daughter might have been camping. I'm not certain on this, but I'm sharing it anyways. And called the neighbor to check on her. But regardless, the police ended up doing a check for her. Somehow we are hearing there's a possibility that her bike was found in the nearby area. I haven't been able to back that up even. I did want to share it just in case, that is real facts in this case. So in my limited research, we are learning that her husband Barry was about 150 miles away in Denver the day that she went missing. And right now I don't have the reason as to why. So it took the investigators about 24 hours to really kick into gear, and on May 13th there was a press release. So this is on Wednesday night. The sheriff's office released a new update, and it said, over the past 4 days, over 100 search personnel from Chaffee County Search and Rescue and the Department of Corrections and the Chaffee County Combined TAC Team have scoured the area. Numerous drones have been used for countless hours to assist in the search. 8 different tracking and scent dogs from the Department of Corrections and the Search and Rescue Dogs of Colorado were deployed to aid in the search. Members from the Colorado Parks and Wildlife and the South Ark Swiftwater Rescue teams have searched the area's watersheds, and Reach Air Ambulance flew the search missions as well. However, Suzanne is yet to be found. And that was coming from John Speasy, which is the Chaffee County Sheriff's Police. Let me mention to you guys, this is a very new story for me. So on May 14th, the police say that they actually found an item that belongs to Suzanne, and they found that item about 2,000 feet away from her home. Investigators are not sharing details as to what they found. I guess I'm hoping it's her phone or something like that. Maybe be able to track, where she had been, who had called her, who she's been in contact with at least. But whatever they found gave them, I guess, a good clue as to what might have happened to her. So on Friday, May 15th of 2020, we learned that Highway 50 over Monarch Pass was temporarily closed for part of Friday as crews searched for Suzanne. According to one article, they searched about a 2.5 mile area, and they had nearly 90 investigators that searched that area. That's near to County Road 225 and Highway 50. They were hoping that they would pick up or find something to help them, move forward in this investigation. Now, I have heard that they're having to reevaluate their plans based on some new information that they received. This includes that item that they found just 2,000 feet from her home. So here's a little bit of information that I found on Facebook about Suzanne. I guess she graduated in 1989 at the Alexandria Monroe High School. And at the time, she was Suzanne Moorman. That's Moorman. According to a few people that know Suzanne, they say that she actually moved from Hamilton County to Colorado about 2 years ago. But that kind of conflicts on some of what Barry's information says on his Facebook. But as you know, sometimes Facebook don't have the correct information. But what we're hearing right at this time is Suzanne was born and raised in that area. It's a small town. Her parents are Jean and Andreen Owen. That's what I'm hearing, but I don't know. So she is the wife to Barry Moorphew. And Barry Moorphew is also from Alexandria. So if you're interested in keeping up with this case or possibly even covering her story, you might want to scoot over to Facebook and look for the page called Find Suzanne. So guys, I would like to mention once more that I did find some information on Facebook, but it's unconfirmed. But it does say that one of her 2 daughters was out camping and the neighbor actually called the police and reported her missing. Some people say that Suzanne and Barry both, they're very active at the gym, so they stay in shape. And one of the active people in the family that's actually speaking for the family and whose face that you see through the media is Suzanne's nephew. His name is Trevor Newell. He also lives in Colorado, so he's really kind of heading all these searches. He's out there physically trying to help search for his missing aunt. So I do want to share a news clip with you real quick right here. So here's Trevor being interviewed.
Sure. Every morning early we've been gathering and creating a game plan, and we just sent a bunch of teams out. We have our biggest crew yet today going out again. And we're working all day from when the sun comes up until the sun comes down, scouring every hill, every creek, every watershed, looking for our beloved family member and my aunt, Suzanne.
I know it must be really difficult. Is there any clue as to what might happen? Are there any theories that you're working on?
Yes, there are, but I think it's best for the investigation and for the family and for the progress that we keep it close, and maybe not discuss it live right now, but we're making progress, and we are so far from giving up, and we are going to find her today.
That's really sad to hear him, and you can hear the stress in his voice and the concern. But anyways, a lot of people are looking towards the spouse, Barry. Of course, this is in most any case that is like this. The first person you look at is the people closest to her. But according to police, they are saying that he is working with investigators and they hope that he continues to do so. So remember, when she went missing, Barry was 150 miles in Denver from his wife at the time she goes missing. Now, what's interesting is the dogs didn't pick up a scent. I don't know the environment there, but a lot of times, for example, Nancy Grace says the fact that the dogs didn't pick up a scent, does that mean that she ever went on a bike ride? So that's something they have to consider, but with them finding the items out there, most likely she did. But then again, it could be a setup. We just don't know what's happening with this case right now. All we can do is show her face, share her story, and try to help this family get answers. So I want to play a little bit more of this news clip, and then I'm going to post a link for you to go check out the rest of it on their website.
Tell us a little bit about Suzanne. What was she like?
I think the question was to tell you a little bit about Suzanne. And
yes.
She is the sweetest, most loving person. She's my aunt and the most wonderful, loving, beautiful person inside and out, and we need her back to us now.
So you can hear, he is very desperate and very concerned as to where she is, her whereabouts. What we're learning is, I'm finding out through Facebook and through friends that are posting, they said that Suzanne, was a teacher. She's had a few of her students even speaking out, saying, they hope they find her because she's just an amazing person. So I want to share a little bit of information of who Barry is. So Suzanne's husband, Barry, he lives in Salida, Colorado, according to his Facebook. He's actually from Indiana, so Alexandria, the same place that Suzanne's from. According to his Facebook information, 1983, he started high school in Alexandria, Monroe, and in 1986, he left high school in Alexandria, Monroe. 1990, he started Purdue University, and in 1994, he left Purdue University. According to his Facebook information, 1994, he claims that he married Suzanne. Sorry guys for the background noise. Okay, so he does have some information that does line up to show that he come to Colorado about 2 years ago. So 2018, it says that Barry started a job at Chaffee County Fire Protection District. So he's a firefighter at the Wildland Firefighter at Chaffee County Protection District. So let me say that entire thing. So Barry is the type of guy, he loves to be outdoors and he loves to hunt. And according to his Facebook, he also attends Grace Church. So he has two daughters, one named Mallory, one named Macy. So according to what we're hearing through the media, the family's really devastated by the fact that they can't find Suzanne still. It's been 7 days now. And I just want to go over these facts just one more time, just to make sure we have them straight. So fact number one, Suzanne is a mother of two. She went missing Mother's Day after she supposedly went on a bike ride. A few days later, on Thursday, May 14th, police found personal items that belonged to her. And they are found about 2,000 feet from her home. It's at this point that she is considered a missing person. So that's important. So we have the FBI, the CBI, and, of course, the local authorities all involved in trying to find Suzanne. So Suzanne's husband, Barry, also put up a $100,000 reward. And then they had a friend of the family also offer another $100,000 for any information with no strings attached. We know right now that her husband, this is number 5 fact, was out of town in Denver when she went missing. So that's about 150 miles away. So we know that Suzanne spent at least some of her Mother's Day completely alone. I'm learning that, I guess, Andy Mormons is, I guess, the brother of Suzanne. I'm not positive on that yet, guys. So another fact is, well, kind of odd that Suzanne's husband or her children are not the ones that reported her missing. It was her neighbor or friends. That's what we're hearing. And she was reported missing around 6 p.m. Sunday. Now, right now, there's rumors saying that her bike was found leaning against a tree. So I'm not certain about that, but we will mention it and compare it to later on, whatever we get, the absolute facts. And then occasionally I'll see Nancy Grace's take on a case. And one of her main concerns that she said was the point that the tracker dogs were brought out to try to find her scent. They didn't pick her scent up. So like I mentioned earlier, does that mean that she was ever out riding her bike? So I think Nancy Grace is doing a segment on this, so you might want to check that out. So that's about all the information I have on this case right now. Like I said, it's 7 days. There's nothing out there. I think they said that they're looking everywhere. There's not just a certain area that they're looking, which makes you think, perhaps she might have been kidnapped. That's what they're suspecting, because they have mentioned that they are looking at cities. They're looking everywhere. So if you have seen something or you know something, make sure you contact Crime Stoppers ASAP. Let them know, even if it's just a really small detail. It doesn't matter. I am rooting for this family. I hope everything goes, I hope it goes well for them. It's very scary scenario right now. We've seen a lot of cases like this, and they don't always end up well. So, lots of love out to the family. Share this video, share her face. And guys, thanks a lot for watching. Love you guys. See you guys soon.